Good morning, class. Our today's topic is division of two polynomials, and after learning this, we will apply remainder theorem on its division. So let us start our topic. First of all, we will see we all know that how we divide any two numbers. For example, here we have taken the example of two numbers, that is one is 15 and one is 6. If we divide 15 by 6, what will we get? We all know about the basic terms, that is quotient, divisor, dividend and remainder. So let us see here, if we are having any two numbers, that is 15 divided by 6. If you divide 15 by 6, what will you get? 6 2s are 12, so we will get here 12 and remainder here left is 3. Now because 3 is less than the divisor, that's why we cannot further divide it. So we can say here the quotient is 2, remainder is 3 and divisor is the number by which we are dividing. So here divisor is 3 and dividend is the number which we have to divide. Okay, so here 15 is the dividend. So these are the basic terms that we have been studying since our previous classes. So moving on, what is the use of these terms? Based on these terms, we can say here that, as you can see, that the quotient, this is a formula, that is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, so based on this formula, what you have seen here, the divisor was 6, so we have written here divisor 6. What is the quotient we get? Quotient is 2, so we have written here, so quotient is 2, here it will come 2, not 12. Okay, and the remainder is 3, so I have written here 3. So what will be the result? That is 6 into 2 is equals to 12 and 3, that is 12 plus 3 is equals to 15. So what was 15? 15 was the dividend. Okay, so this is the basic formula which we have been using to verify whether our quotient and remainder are correct or not. So based on these values, we will see. Firstly, it was not 12, it was 2. Okay, now moving on to our second example, that is we are having two numbers, that is 12 and 6. If we divide 12 upon 6, what will we get? 6 2s are 12, so here the quotient is 2 and remainder is obviously 0 and divisor is 6 and 12 is dividend. So based on our formula, that is dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Based on this formula, what we can see here, that our dividend was 12, so we have written it here, and divisor was 6, we have written it into quotient plus remainder. On solving this, what we can get, we have seen that 6 into 2 is 12, so obviously our remainder is 0. So from here we can see that the formula of dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder holds here correct. So we can just write it as 6 into 2 is equal to 12. From here there are two important things that you have to note down in your notebook and you have to keep it in your mind. That is, we are having two terms, one is multiple and other is factor. From this equation you can see 12 is equals to 6 into 2. So we can say 12 is a multiple of 6. This is very important, that 12 is a multiple of 6. That means 12 comes in the table of 6. Okay. Now second part is factor. Factor means from this equation again, what you can see, 12 is equals to 6 into 2. That means 6 is a factor of 12. Factor means multiple means that 12 comes in the table of 6, that is, it is a multiple. If we multiply 6 by any number, we will get 12, and 6 is a factor of 12 means if we split 12 into two terms, we will get 6. So these are the basic difference. For example, if you are having another number, let us say if you are having another number, that is 15 is equals to what is the 15 is equal to 3 into 5. So here first term is multiple. What we can say, 15 is the multiple of 5 because 15 comes in the table of 5, and its reverse will be 5 is the factor of 15. Okay, these are the two terms used here. First is multiple and second is factor. I hope this is clear. Now let us take one more example here, that is 26. 26 is equals to 13 into 2. So here we can say that 26 is a multiple of 13, but 13 is a factor of 26. Okay, so this was about multiple and factor. Now moving on, our next topic is how should we divide two polynomials. This all was about the how to divide any two numbers. Now our next topic is how to divide two polynomials. Okay, as you can see from here that we are having this. How can you say that this is a polynomial? Because as we have discussed earlier, that polynomial is a combination of coefficient and variable to the power some rational number. Okay, so in the first case here you can see 3x square. 3 is the coefficient of x square, and x, what is the coefficient of x here? Coefficient of x here is 1. And what is the variable of 1 here? Because 1 is constant, so what is the variable of 1 here? If only a constant polynomial is given, and we have also discussed that in constant polynomial the variable will always be x0, because here the variable in the form of x, that's why we have taken here x0. Otherwise if the polynomial was 3y square plus y plus 1, so the variable of 1 will be y0. Okay, so now we have been given a polynomial which we have to divide by x. As you can see, this polynomial is of degree 2, and how many terms it contain? 1, 2 and 3. But the divisor is just a single term polynomial with degree 1, so we have to divide it. This is a very simple division method, because in this method we just have to we have been just given a single term of divisor. So what we can write this term as, we can write 3x square plus 1 divide upon x. As you know, if you have been given a plus b upon c, you can write it as a upon c plus b upon c. So similar is the case here. You just have written this term here, this term here, and again this term here. So you have to write all the terms here separately. In division, you just have written 3x square plus 3x square upon x, x upon x plus 1 upon x. As you can see, this first term x to x is cancel out, so we have been left with 3x, and x divided by x is 1, and here it is 1 upon x. So you have to pay attention here, this is very important. Now what you can see here, as you can see 1 upon x, we cannot divide 1 by x. Okay, so we have written here we cannot divide 1 upon x, that's why our remainder is 1. Okay, so to equate this in the form of our formula, what we can write here, we can just write this was our dividend, this was our divisor. So our quotient was, this was our quotient, and the left out term is remainder. 1 here is remainder. Okay, so we have written it here. Quotient was 3x plus 1, and 1 cannot be divided by x, that why 1 is remainder. So this is our equation. Now as you can see that here remainder is not equal to 0, because it is equal to 1. So that's why x is not a factor of 3x square plus x plus 1. Because if the remainder is 0, then only we can say that this is the factor of this. But here the remainder is not 0, it is 1. So we can say that this is not the factor of 3x square plus 1. I hope this is clear. We have learned so far only 3 things. First is, what do you mean by multiple? Second is, what do you mean by factor? And third is, if remainder is not equal to 0, then the divisor is not the factor of dividend. Okay, now moving on, our next topic is, okay, we are given a question containing two polynomials. First is this, and you have to divide this polynomial by this. Here we are not given a monomial term, ठीक है, इसके अंदर it is having two terms, that is x minus 1. One is of having degree 1 and constant one is having degree x 0. So we have to divide. This is very important. You just have to know the steps of division of polynomial. We will do it very slowly. Okay? Now you just pay attention to each and every step what I am saying. First of all, I have written the question here so that you can see it at a single page. Now see here, this was our question and this is divisor. So we have written in the form of this. Now moving on, first step is what you have to do. You have to divide the first term of dividend by first term of divisor. See, here first term of dividend is 3x4 and first term of divisor is x. So what you have to do, you just have to divide the first term of this to the first term of divisor. So I have written here 3x4 divided by x. So x to x cancel. How many x is left? X cube. So we get 3x cube. Now what is 3x cube? Where should we write this 3x cube? We should write 3x cube in the quotient. So this will be our first term of quotient. Okay, first step is clear, I think. In first step you just have to divide this first term by this first term and you have to write the answer in quotient first term. Okay, now second step, after this you have to come to second step. In second step what you have to do, you have to multiply whatever we have get in the first term of quotient, you have to multiply that term by divisor, and after multiplying whatever you get, you just have to subtract the term from the dividend. देखो इस फर्स्ट स्टेप में हमें क्या मिला, 3x क्यूब. सो यू हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई 3x क्यूब बाय डिवाइजर दैट इज x माइनस 1. देखो साथ साथ इसमें what we have to do, our quotient first term was 3x cube, we have written here 3x cube. इसको मल्टीप्लाई करना है डिवाइजर के साथ, इसके साथ. सो व्हाट विल यू गेट आफ्टर मल्टीप्लिकेशन, 3x cube into x is 3x4 and 3x cube into minus 1 is minus 3x cube. Okay, so you have to, now you have to subtract this term from the divisor. So for this what can you do, you just have to subtract this term. So you have written here 3x4 here and 3x cube here. Now you have to subtract it. For subtraction, as you know, the signs get opposite. So I have it was plus sign, so I have applied here negative sign, and it was negative, so I have applied here positive sign. Okay, it is very simple, you don't need to worry, because in the first step was just simple. You just have to divide first term by this and you have to write the quotient first term. In second step what you have to do, you have to multiply the quotient first term by this whole divisor, and whatever the result you get, you just have to write below the dividend. Then you have to subtract it. After subtraction, see here what will you get, this will cancel out. 4x cube plus 3x cube is minus x cube, because 4 is of greater value having negative sign, so that's why we have written here minus x cube. Now what will you do, you will take the values from the dividend, because here our remainder is this out of this. So what will you write, what is the value that is left in the dividend, that is minus 3x minus 1. So you have written this value here. Okay, so now our new dividend is this whole value. Okay, so now again we have to repeat the step 1 again 2. So what we have to do now, our dividend is this equation. So what you have to do in first step, you have to divide the first term of dividend by the divisor. So again we have done here, that is minus x cube divided by dividend first term is, divisor first term is x. So what will you get? Minus x square. Okay, so you have written this minus x square as quotient. Here I have written minus x square. Okay, now moving on, as our quotient now is minus, I have written minus x square, so you have to multiply this quotient by our divisor, that is x minus 1. So now what will you get? Minus x square into x is minus x cube, and minus x square minus 1 is plus x square. So you have to write this term below the dividend, that is minus x cube plus x square, and then you have to subtract it. For subtraction the sign will get reverse, minus become positive and positive becomes negative. So I have written it here. So minus x cube plus x cube will cancel out, minus 3x minus x square, because as you can see here, this is minus 3x and this is minus x square. Both are unlike terms with different variables, so you cannot subtract them. You have to note it down as it is. So we have written it here, that is first you have to write the value of greater degree. So among 3x and x square, which value is of greater degree? That is x square. So you have written x square at first place, then minus 3x, and then what is left here? That is minus 1. Now this is our new dividend. Okay, so what you have to do now, you again have to divide the first term of dividend by first term of divisor, that was minus x square divided by x. That is, what will you get now? Minus x. So you have to write in the quotient now minus x, that is I have written minus x here. Okay, now moving on, now our quotient is minus x. So you have to multiply now it by divisor, that is x minus 1. So what you can do now, you have to multiply minus x into x is minus x square, and minus x into minus 1 is plus x. So you have to write this value below the new dividend, that is minus x square plus x. Now you have to subtract it, so you have to reverse the sign, that is it was negative, you have to make it positive, and it is positive, you have to make it negative. That is I have mentioned here also. So now you just have to subtract the values, my x square is will cancel out. Now you can see 3x minus 3x or minus x will be minus 4x. Okay, now what we have been left with, that is minus 1. You again take minus 1 here. Now our new dividend is minus 4x minus 1. Our new dividend is minus 4x minus 1. So again you have to divide the first term of dividend by first term of divisor, that is minus 4x divided by x. X to x cancel, what we are left with? Minus 4. So minus 4 is our new term of the quotient. So we have written it here minus 4. Okay, now moving on, minus 4 was our new quotient, and what was our divisor? X minus 1. You have to multiply this. Minus 4 into x is minus 4x, and minus 4 into minus 1 is plus 4. Now you have to write minus 4x plus 4 here, then you have to change the sign, minus become positive and positive becomes negative. So this will cancel out, and minus 1 and minus 4 will become minus 5. Minus 4 and minus 1 become minus 5. So now you can see minus 5 is our new dividend. So can you divide minus 5 by the first term of divisor, that was x? Can you divide minus 5 by x? No. So that's why minus 5 is our remainder. So that was about how to divide any two polynomials. You just have to keep in mind, just you have to first divide the first term of dividend by the first term of divisor. After that you have to multiply the quotient term by the whole divisor, then you have to subtract. Only these are the three steps which you have to follow along the whole division. So you just go through this question again and again until you understand it, and if still you are having any doubt, you can ask me, and I will give you 2 questions for division for your practice. You just note it down. I'm giving you homework here. Homework is x4 plus x cube minus 2x square plus x plus 1 divided by x plus 1. You have to divide this question by the log division method. Okay, and that's it. You just have to do this one question, and you have to practice as many as questions of division by your own. And regarding remainder theorem, we will do remainder theorem in our next class, because for today's class this is more than enough. Remainder theorem we will be doing tomorrow, so you just go through the video and practice this question. Thank you.